Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you're here live with us, welcome, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, the recording on YouTube, welcome, welcome. Please do subscribe so you can take advantage of all the current shows, all the previous shows, all the shows coming up. I think there's 560 something right now. So there's a lot of wisdom there for you, a lot of healing, a lot of clearings, processes, etc., for you to take advantage of. And it is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring to you these amazing speakers who are sharing their wisdom, their teachings, their experiences, their processes, healings, energies, clearings, etc., so that we can all thrive, so that we can all awaken to happiness now. And so today, my dear friend Siddhii Shah is back with us, and we're going to be talking about explosive transformational potential of Goddess Mahakali. And so some of what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about who is Goddess Mahakali, what is her essence, what can we do to connect with her and seek her guidance in everyday life? Or how can we, right? Siddhi's going to teach us a mantra that can help us connect with this goddess and speed up our manifestation. So, do we need to invest in buying or placing Goddess Mahakali's idol statues or pictures in our home or altar? We'll find out. And Siddhi's going to be giving us some remedies that will help us have our spiritual awakening with Goddess Mahakali. So we'll talk about all of that and more. Plus, of course, we will take your live caller questions. And for those of you who do not know Siddhi, she's been with us many, many times. She is India's leading psychic and dragon healing expert. Siddhi is a celebrated psychic reader, dragon healing facilitator, and mentor of over 100 spiritual healing courses, a pioneer of dragon healing in India. She introduced the powerful celestial dragons healing system, helping thousands experience rapid emotional and energetic breakthroughs. So we'll talk to Siddhi a little bit more about some of her experiences with all of that. So everyone, please join me in welcoming Siddhi back to the show. Siddhi, welcome.
Thank you so much. A very big namaste to everyone. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for sharing this beautiful sacred space with me. And Alara, thank you, Shefali. Thank you so very much for creating this beautiful space for all of us. Because here we all get to discuss to what you say, healings, clearings, and so many other things that we do. And this space is created for that. So it is an opportunity for me to share what I experienced in my life. And I'm sure it will help many people who would want to connect with an energy that is so beautifully, powerfully clearing. So, with this, I would like to go straight in to a story. If everyone's ready, we all are together in this.
Sure. Yep,
Yes?
that'd be great.
Thank you. Now, when I say a story, this is not a story of a particular person, a particular soul. This is a story about every soul, each and every one of us. So, I would want you to just for a while pay attention and listen to this. You may or may not resonate with it, you may or may not believe in it. But if this story stirs up some kind of memory, some kind of experiences, you will know that this happened. I believe that a soul is all around us and it is going through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, collecting experiences, collecting wisdom, walking soul purpose, and the path is so beautifully carved, not just with one lifetime. We are changing lifetimes like we are changing clothes every day. For a soul, the timeline is very, very different. But what really happens when a soul connects with a body, when the soul is living through a life? It tries to awaken us, telling us, hey, you need to do this. Hey, this is what is coming forward. Hey, let us experience this. Ever experience those dreams, those moments that you saw and later after a couple of weeks, couple of months, they actually happened in your life? And you have your deja vu moment, saying that, hey, I've seen the same very person, the very same words, the very same space. So the soul in the entire lifetime tries to awaken us, saying that this is the wisdom for you, this is the path for you, this is what you need to do, and this is what is going to happen. Multiple things. Why does the soul do that? Because it has a purpose. But what really happens with the soul as it keeps moving from one space to the other, one body to the other? We are going to be beginning with the story when a soul crosses over the last 7 minutes. So it is very difficult for the soul to disintegrate with the body and be somewhere. But the awareness, the consciousness reaches somewhere. It reaches right in front of a large screen. The soul's guardian spirits are with the soul. What is actually going on the large screen? There are so many different moments, like so many happy moments of life. Soul when was a kid, soul when has become an adult, soul when took a learning, all of them are playing like these were important moments of your life, and you need to take a review. So look at this. This was your learning. This was a good deed. This was something. And this is the moment when the soul is actually taking a review of all that happened, taking a review of what's going to be happening with the soul now. Why? Because here's when couple of things are given in front of the soul. Like you were to take so many lessons in your life. You've already learned three, but two of your lessons are pending. You did so many good deeds, you will be rewarded, but you made so many mistakes. So, this plus this, you have so many learnings to take now. So, what will you do to take this learning? How many lives will you take? The soul wonders as to what do I do now? How many lives? There are souls that choose easygoing life, that I cannot take so many lessons in one go. I want an easy life. I will just take one lesson in my life. And there are souls who are very, very brave, who choose that I'm going to be learning so many lessons in my life. Why can't I take up three lessons? So, this particular soul that you see here, we will call it Mr. John, who decided that I'm going to be taking my relationship lessons, my money lessons, and my health lessons in this life. And that's it. He's decided. And what happens? Then certain kind of more detailing is done to that. As to, okay, when would you like to take these lessons? What kind of lessons would you like to take? You have taken this, you've not taken this. After all that, he is sent inside a large room of so many souls already available there. They all are here to do one thing in common. Let us make contracts. Let us say this is the room where we all make contracts. So the soul will now have to go and meet so many other souls saying that, hey, let's come together to do something. So he identifies one person, goes to him saying that, you know what, I need to be taking money lessons. Why don't we meet together and do something? But this gentleman here does not want to be getting into something like that. He's here to walk a different purpose. So he says, no, I'm not going to be able to make any contract with you right now. Okay, no contract made. He moves to another soul who's going to be birthing as a woman who decided, who chose. Goes to her saying that, hey, I need to be taking relationship lessons, and these are my lessons. Would you want to partner me in that? And she's like, yes, why not? I'm looking out for someone exactly like that. And here's where a contract is made and sealed. They know at what age they will come together. They know what kind of things they are going to be doing with each other because they are discussing it right now. Then comes another guy who says that, hey, I cannot give you any learnings or lessons as such, but I can do this for you. When you're going through the troubled time, I will come into your life and give you a direction. So, okay, do this. I will find you a solution and I will stand by you. So, another contract is made. The soul needs a friend, right? And likewise, from one soul to the other, he goes on making contracts that this person is going to be my doctor when I fall ill. This person is going to be my friend when something happens. This person is going to be my mentor, my guru when something like this happens. Likewise, the soul is creating kind of a map of a lifetime as to what will happen in this life. How will it go? Who's going to be with me on this? So, what he has decided are all the timelines. But what really happens, there are two things that happen when he actually comes into the life. First is that he's going to forget everything. The human brain is not going to be remembering any of these. It is going to have its own cycle of how now it will collect all the experiences, how it will create certain kind of belief patterns, how it has adopted certain kind of DNA. All this is collected, and the soul is actually birthing in a certain country under certain DNA, collecting certain belief patterns, collecting so many things because the soul chose to walk this path. But there is one thing that definitely happens, and that happens with every soul. It happens with every person, every living being. It is put, let's say, it is put in the boundary of timelines. The clock is constantly ticking. At a certain age, certain time, certain learning will knock your door. At certain time, certain person is going to enter your life and awaken you to something. At this point in or this junction of your life, something will happen. And nobody has power over this time. Nobody can change this. At a human level, we can do so many things to heal ourselves, to evolve ourselves, to clear ourselves. It is there of higher power who can set things right for you. Can God really come in and help us answer our prayers? Are there any support systems in the universe? In Hinduism, it is said that there are gods, goddesses. There are so many others, like Goddess Guanyin, who's said to be goddess of karma. Archangels, angels help us. Today, I'm going to be talking about a specific power who's said to be a feminine energy, a specific power who's said to be ruling over time. When I say ruling over time, what does it mean? A power that is designed to help you get through your karmic cycle. What is karmic cycle? In a life, we come in to take lessons, to take learnings, but we all are human. We have our blind spots. Sometimes these blind spots are against understanding what my learning is, doing the right thing. If the soul is not able to understand, this is my learning, the soul has not completed the learning. And in this life, there will be another opportunity when the lesson will come more powerfully in front of us. And it says, it's knocking the door again, saying that please pay attention to me. Please do this. In that point in time, in the human mind, in the human figure, we are thinking again, okay, what did I do wrong the last time so that the lesson has come again? What do I need to change about me? And still, we don't know whether that blind spot is there or not there. The biggest thing we need to clear out sometimes is the blind spot and be aware, be out there and open. So, there is a higher power that makes us aware of this. There are, in fact, three kinds of higher powers that are mentioned. So they cannot come in and wipe clean these lessons from you, but they can come in and power you up against the lesson so much that the challenges become smaller in front of our power, in front of our knowledge, in front of the mastery that we've created with our emotions. And that will help us learn our lessons faster and move forward in our life gracefully, peacefully, and create a lot of calm and compassion around us. Today, I would like to speak about, at first, three of such powers in feminine energy. Let us talk about a power that helps us create, that gives us wisdom, that gives us knowledge, which is known, who is known as Goddess Saraswati. We are not going to be talking about her today. We are addressing her and we are grateful to her. Another power that helps us sustain in our life, maintain in our life, progress in our life, financially, in our relationships, in other aspects of our life. That is called Goddess Lakshmi. We are not addressing her today. We are grateful to her. But there is one power that makes us aware that, hey, you need to change this. It makes us break down the barriers and patterns of what we are not. That truly awakens the true power that is inside of us, making us realize that you are made of this. This is your power. That is truly the transformation that comes into our life, and who is known as Goddess Shakti. Goddess Shakti has so many forms. Sometimes we see her like a beautiful mother. Sometimes she's a beautiful wife. Sometimes like a younger goddess. And one of the fierce forms of her that is like a warrior goddess is Goddess Mahakali. Now, let me tell you about a couple of things. For some of you, this goddess could be completely new. And I would want to bring forward certain aspects of Goddess Mahakali. Her name itself, firstly, I'm breaking the name down. Mahakali. Kali means someone who's dark skinned. Kali also means someone who works with time. In Sanskrit, Kal means time, someone who works with time. But when she becomes Mahakali, Maha means someone that is bigger than everyone else. When she becomes Mahakali, she's the one who rules over time. She's the one who can work beyond time and space and bring us to those aspects that are meant to be healing, that are meant to be changing, and that are meant to be surfacing. So when we work with her, we can do so many things. I would want to share her pictures with you. And I would want to bring forward some of her aspects. Her pictures are fierce. We are looking at a fierce goddess. But what is she really? She's someone who usually seen not wearing clothes. This aspect of her represents that she is who she is, beyond illusions, not creating any kind of illusions and taking us away from illusions, showing us the naked truth. Her long, open hair shows her fearlessness. The sickle in her hand shows speed at which she's working. In certain kind of scriptures, it is written that while other gods, goddesses can take time, this goddess is meant to bring in speed in your life. This goddess will instantly begin working. But what does she work on? When she begins working with us, what does she do for us? The biggest aspect is detach us from all unnecessary, from all drama. The drama is also created because of our shadow selves. The drama is also created because of circumstances and all that is created around us. She's the one, the first thing she does is detach. Second, power up our personal potential. If certain kind of energy, power that needs to resurface in our life, because this was our soul's power in some or the other life, we've experienced it, we've collected it, that also gets awakened. Some kind of wisdom we are meant to have or we had surfaces again. And some kind of potential we are not letting ourselves come forward. Our confidence, our self esteem, our different areas of life that we are not allowing to surface and come forward powerfully, she does that for us. There are times we feel trapped because there are no open doorways. She opens them up for us. Most of all, the repeat cycles in our life that are just going on coming, and we are not able to understand how do I heal this. With her, these gets healed quickly, efficiently, because she's the one to make us aware of you need to change this. This is your blind spot, and this is how it's going to be changing. And sometimes we don't need to ask her, get into any kind of guidance. It happens so naturally, as if it was your brain's idea to work on this, as if you conceived something like a wisdom inside of you, a voice inside of you telling that this is what you need to do. She also makes us aware of the shadow cells that we need to heal and begin healing that. Now, there are a lot of times we also face disturbances such as some kind of psychic attacks. It could be hooks, anchors, portals, or something else. Her energy instantly dispels all of these. And lastly, but lastly for today's conversation, that's not the last, any kind of past life patterns that we are bringing into this life because we were not able to finish that learning in past life, we are still learning it. If there's any other learning, she will help us with that. So today I'm going to be sharing certain kind of healing methods that will help us clear some of these things out. This is a connection method. This also invokes some kind of guidance, such as it is your own idea. Like it just came into your mind, it just came into your heart. You don't really need to ask. So, what I'm going to be telling you is a mix of meditation. So, when I say meditation, it's not heavy duty meditation, it's breath work. Second, I will give you a mantra. And thirdly, I will give you a mudra that you'll work with. So, all in all, this entire method, this entire process is just going to be taking about 3 minutes to 5 minutes of your day. The first, so I'm going to be going slow with the explanation of the whole process. Firstly, when should you be doing this? You should be doing it when you're light on your stomach, not on heavy stomach, not during the menstrual cycles. Because that time our energies are working to do something else for us, to support our bodies, and we should not disrupt that kind of energy. When should we be doing it? We can do it right in the morning after we've showered, we are feeling fresh, nice, easy. That is the great time to do this. Do we need anything else apart from this? We do not need anything else. We do not need pictures. We do not need idols. We do not need any kind of rituals to do this. We simply need our attention and certain kind of process to be followed. So when we chant, so I'm going to be presenting two methods. The very first chant is called Doom. Now it sounds a little new for the first time. I'm going to be showing how it is pronounced. It is Doom. How do you chant that? Where do you focus when you chant? What is the whole process? I'm going to be explaining bit by bit. This is when you focus on your navel, the center of your navel. Take a deep breath, fill your stomach as if you're blowing it out like a balloon. And when you breathe out, at that point in time, you will say Dum. Like a dong playing in the center of your navel. Another deep breath, you will say Dum. Another deep breath, you will say Dum. Okay, are we open to just try it out for a couple of times? Right? Sit up straight, please. Close your eyes and take a very happy, deep breath in. Gently exhale out through your mouth. Another deep breath in, centering yourself. And a final breath, centering yourself. From here on, we will begin focusing on our navel. When we breathe out, we will say Tum. Another deep breath and Tum. Another deep breath and Dum. Do it couple of times. Try it out. Take in a deep breath. Let this be your final chant. You can slowly open your eyes. And those of you who tried it, I would want to know from you, what was your experience? How was it like?
Yeah, if you want to type in the chat how what you experienced, what you felt, how easy that was, or difficult, either way, let us know in the in the chat in the comments how that was for you. It was easy for me because I've done it before. But like, I'll be honest, it's hard to do it on the exhale for me. So I
Okay.
inhale and then I do it, but it's like it doesn't feel. I guess I'm more of an inhale type of person.
No, so you will go on exhaling, but you will say Dum in between. You go on
Yeah,
exhaling,
yeah.
right?
And even with that short little practice that we did, with my eyes closed and everything, I still came into that place of not stillness per se, but quiet. So that I wanted to stay in that energy longer, right? Instead of that's why it's like I didn't really want to open my eyes. I wanted to stay in that. So like Ina says, grounding. It feels stabilizing. Yeah, that's perfect. Ina, great explanation of it, description of it. Thank you. That's how I felt. I felt more grounded, more stable, but I just wanted to stay in that energy, if that makes sense.
It does. So I will tell you how this chant helps us in multiple different ways and how can we support this even more. When we begin with this chanting, sometimes 10 chants, 11 chants are more than enough because they fill us with so much of power that we can't go on and fill ourselves with more power. So it is about gradually developing a bond, a connection with this chanting, and slowly aiming to reach around chanting for 3 minutes. That's more than enough. What does this do? Firstly, I would want you to know that there are certain sacred languages in the world. Hebrew is one of them, Tibetan is one of them, and so is Sanskrit. Now, why are they called sacred languages? Because any point in time, even if you say a word of that language, it creates vibrations in your body, it creates something in your body. And in Sanskrit, there are some one words chants created. If chanted in a certain way, they create superpower vibrations inside of you that are aiming to do something for you. This one particular chant is such. It is called Goddess Durga's chant. Now, this chant or this mantra is also known as a seed mantra. That means it has so much of unmanifested potential. It comes in like a seed, grows like a tree, right? So, I would want you to know what this does for you. It brings out the personal potential, it awakens Kundalini, empowers lower chakra. So, anyone who's troubled with lower chakra, so it could mean something to do with reproductive system, something to do with money energies, something to do with lifestyle energies, or even stability, grounding, because root chakras included, it brings everything in order. And for all the beautiful women here, it also enhances beauty. It is a byproduct of chanting this mantra that it starts enhancing your beauty in such a graceful manner. Now, those of us who are working towards powering up personal potential, we can support this entire exercise by holding on to Prana Mudra for 3 minutes. How do you hold it? You fold your last two fingers and touch it with your thumbs fingertip. Then you place it in skywards and gently place it on your lap. You do it with both your hands and place it on your lap. This is called Pranamudra. When you do it for 3 minutes, this along with this mantra chanting, it fills you with so much of power and confidence. Even if you're feeling drained and fatigued towards the end of the day, this will power you up to have your not couple of more hours, so many more hours of power work, of focus work, of energy, and so much more. Now, this mantra chanting, sorry, this mantra chanting is also very useful for people who are going through some kind of anxiety, depression, stress. For them, powering up is very, very important. For them, they're working at a different level with a different frequency. For them, there's another mudra that is going to be helping them come out of this in the most beautiful manner. Look at my palms. Fold your thumb, close it in a fist, which is not very tight. So the thumb comes between the first and second fingers. And you place it once again with your shoulders wide open and start chanting this particular mantra. This mudra is also known as Durga Mudra, which brings in a sense of safety, which brings in a state of calmness. And when you're chanting, it powers up your personal potential and it helps you come out of this state faster. If you would want to try any of these, you just have a go of a couple of mantra chanting with any of the mudras that you feel connected with. Take a moment, hold the mudra, a deep, deep breath, close your eyes, observe your navel. Then you can start chanting Tum. Dum. 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 Go on observing what's happening in your navel as you chant. A deep, deep breath. Final chant. You can open your eyes. Let me know how you felt.
So I definitely like this one. I resonated with this one more, and I felt that this time when I was chanting Doom, it's like the energy reverberated, radiated all the way from the front of my navel all the way through the back. If that makes sense, I felt it just
Does.
radiating
Yeah.
all the way through the whole area.
Yeah.
So that was
When you
interesting.
get into this practice, you will also feel that it will not only reverberate around your stomach or this kind of area, it will flow through your body everywhere. You will
Mhm.
also feel it in your third eye, you'll also feel it on your crown, but it only requires your everyday practice, your everyday nurturing, barring those moments and days when I told you just need to relax at that point in time, right?
Ina says, I feel more like me, more true and honest. Oh, nice, Ina. That's beautiful.
That is
I
so
love it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Anybody
you for
else
sharing.
have any experience with this chant, with this mudra? Because it was for me, I definitely felt it more than with the first one, with the prawn mudra, or I forget. This one is called the Durga mudra, right?
It is called Durga Mudra. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so definitely
Just checking
resonated with
with
that
all
one.
of you. Are we finding this to be easy? And 3 minutes is a great enough investment, right? Nothing could be greater than 3 minutes investment to transform lives. I have got testimonials of people talking about how their sleeping patterns changed, how their certain habits of everyday life changed, all the way from there, how their thinking changed, how their minds are more focused just with these 3 minutes of every day, how they
Awesome. And
resolve
so,
their money matters. Yeah.
of course, I have questions. So is it meant to be chanted aloud or in your head or what?
Either you can chant it in your
Either.
head or not so loud that the whole room can hear it, but like a whisper that your body can hear it. That's it.
Okay.
That creates a lot of bodily effects because you are also letting the mantra vibrate through you. So, when we are looking at health benefits, bodily benefits, we chant it out loud. It is loud enough for our body to hear, not so loud for the entire room to hear.
Mm. Yeah, got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be
Right.
doing this one for sure.
For
So can
sure.
you
In
can you can you Can you share a few of the testimonials from people who have used this mantra? I'm just
Yes,
curious.
absolutely. I specifically give this out to people who are going through some stressful time, to people who come in for readings, for people who come into healings or some kind of learnings. So some of them notice that their medications reduced. They also noticed that the way they were craving for food and simply binge eating during their stressful time, that reduced massively. A lot of people observed that the money matters they were stuck with, they just stopped and they started experiencing some kind of flow of money when they were chanting this. Even though when they were working on their stress, money started coming in and pouring in. This was a byproduct for them. A lot of women experienced that their skin started glowing more, and they continued even after their problems were solved. But because the kind of effect it had on their body, it had on their skin, a lot of them also said that they had seen effect of this with the weight reduction journey. They didn't intend to do it, but with this, the digestive system was working far better. The metabolism worked out to be far better, and realized many gains. So why am I saying some people? Some people because uh, this I've shared with hundreds of people, and I'm coming here with their collective experiences and sharing their stories this way. In fact, I have something more to share today. One more mantra chant with very easy method. And with everyone's permission, I'd like to share that as well. Sorry, give me a moment, please. It's just working with the system. Yes, the next mantra is called cream. Now, the way of chanting this mantra is slightly different. The Doom mantra was short, easy, powerful. But the way you chant cream is going to be slightly different because, okay, let me show it to you. You take a deep breath in, you chant like cream. You let that effect work on you. Then you take another deep breath in and you chant cream. Another deep breath and cream. Few more things about this before you try it out is that when you chant this particular mantra, you're not to be focusing on your navel, but you're to be focusing on your third eye or right in the center of your forehead. That's where it works the best. What does this do for you? It does amazing benefits, such as whatever we wish to manifest, it empowers that energy. It brings in the goddess energies inside of us to transform our lives, to help us manifest. Those of us who are working towards spiritual awakening, working towards making our psychic powers rise, working towards knowing our soul's truth, or working with Akashic records or anything like that, this benefits in those areas as well. And what a lot of people uh, may not know is that this also works towards bringing in relationship harmony. So, when we are going through some relationship turmoil and we want to be making our auric field full of love, full of compassion, this particular mantra chant also does that for us. So, with this, we can again make Prana Mudra that I shared with you. Last two fingertips along with thumb to bring in power to this work. Keep it skywards, facing the sky, and deep breath. Close your eyes. Let us do this together. Cream. Another deep breath. Cream. Another deep breath and cream. Take in a couple of more breaths. Focus on your third eye and observe your experiences. One more deep breath, and then you can rest your chanting. Take your time to observe your energy and slowly open your eyes.
How's everyone doing? How was that for you? I definitely felt some movement definitely inside my head during the last rotation. Um, and obviously I would still like to be there. It's like even this little bit, I just want to keep my eyes closed and just be in that energy.
Thank you so much for sharing. Sometimes this can also make you feel very lightheaded or maybe head clearing out. Um, in a longer run, you will also see multiple health benefits coming in with this. You will definitely see your psychic powers uh, building up bit by bit, gradually. I've heard it from people who are working with this. Uh, I've also heard this from people who are chanting this, that the negative forces in their lives have reduced and they are able to do whatever they wanted to do more efficiently, more powerfully. So, these are some of the benefits that you can do with this. So, with this chant, also, you gradually build your bond. Start with just 5 chants, 7 chants, 11 chants, and slowly build it up. The target is 3 minutes, and it could take weeks and months to reach till 3 minutes. But when we reach there with our daily practice, we know that we are building this energy inside of us and creating something with that. Right. So these were
Awesome.
two beautiful.
I was just going to say, Ina wrote in the chat, I can feel the vibrations through my body. Awesome. That's great. Good job. And it's about feeling it and and it's not just in the body, but in your field as well. You can feel the energy is different, right?
Yes, it is. Right. So these were two very easy methods And there are so many other chants, so there are so many other methods one can learn. There are methods that are easier, such as adding channeling of healing along with that, getting initiated into something like this, getting to know a little bit more about Goddess Mahakali, how we can set intentions, use her healing energy, channelize that to achieve a certain kind of outcome with simple chanting, with simple methods, and transforming our lives. That is something I've designed in my workshop. And with everyone's permission and your permission, we can share it um,
Yep,
with the team, with everyone. Yeah.
sure. So I'm going to share the special offer page, or do you want to share something?
No, that is what I wanted to share.
Okay, awesome. Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. What happened here? Why can't I? Hold on. 1 second. There we go. Like disappeared. 1 sec. There you go. I'm just going to share my screen. So Siddhi has a special workshop coming up. There's two at the Goddess Mahakali workshop. There are two options for you to take it, and they are coming up June 28th and July 14th. So if you want to share a little bit about what people can experience during the workshop, it's 3 hours, right?
Yes, it is. So in there also, I teach one easy method. There are two easy methods that we work with. One is where we channelize healing energies and chant like this, set intentions to make difference in our life. We also learn how we can heal others using this particular method. And then there's a way we can learn if there was a yantra, which means sacred geometry, how we can utilize that and heal our lives and others. So, this is about not only self empowerment and healing, this is about giving this healing energy to others, giving this healing energy to home, creating protective shields, and understanding how we can, with easy methods, utilize them to help us in our lives and come out of karmic cycles, come out of the drama, come out of all the unnecessary that could be chaining us down.
Awesome. And there's a lot that's covered in the workshop, but for people who are wanting to have manifestation abilities, it can help with that, right? If people are wanting to bring in a new relationship, a romantic relationship, or something like that, it can also help with for them as well.
Absolutely, yes. It cuts out all the blocks in the way.
And does it help with the intuitive abilities to increase the intuitive
Oh,
abilities?
yes, 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 yes. So it does cut out on stagnancy. It does introduce us again with our feminine side that we sometimes lose and we get into our masculine energy saying that I want to be doing this. So it realigns us in multiple ways. It also brings in protection. It also helps us with our money energy. From time to time, people have come back to this because when they were working with this, the money flow was so beautiful. Uh, Unexpected things started happening. Divine works in such a mysterious ways that I would say there's no intention that cannot be worked with this particular method. We are learning the method and we are setting intentions for our life. So whether it is to do with health, whether it is to do with wealth, whether it is to do with relationship, our spiritual growth, psychic abilities, we can do that.
Mm. Awesome. And this is obviously on Zoom, live on Zoom. And is there a recording if people cannot attend live?
Yes, the recordings are available for 3 months. And in fact, what I also do this for everyone, this workshop repeats every 2 months. And every time this workshop comes in, we keep inviting. that please revisit this workshop with us, please revisit all the learning. So it is like brushing up. It is like reading the same book again. So there are parts that you may have missed out in the first go. This time you get to revisit them, or this time you get to ask more or dwell more into that. So yes, that is done for next 6 months. We keep inviting you to revisit.
Awesome. So with the workshop, there is an attunement given to empower you to
Initiation,
receive
yes.
the healing energies, right?
Yes. Yes, like I said
Awesome.
before, this comes with an initiation.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So this is $52 for this workshop, 3-hour workshop. And if you're, of course, if you're an Inner Circle member, please use your gift code to take advantage of it. Again, like I said, there are two batches available. So either June 28th, which is I think this Saturday, or July 14th. Okay, so either one, if you want to attend, whichever one is convenient for you. Either way, you'll get the recording anyway, so that you can, if you happen to not be available for either live, you will at least have the recordings. But what about the attunement, Siddhi? Do they need to be live with you to do the attunement?
They don't need to be live with me to do this attunement. It is sent at distance. We coordinate with everyone who's taking up the workshop so that we can give them attunement and make it available at the time when they will be able to receive it.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that sounds good. Um, is there anything else that you wanted to share about the workshop? Because it's like I'm just trying to think of anything else people need to know. Like they don't need to know Hindi or anything like that. It's all going to be taught in English,
No,
right?
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I make things very easy for them. There are certain aspects of certain other gods, goddesses that are a mystery to even me when I meet them. So I make things easy for everyone. That is one. Second is that um, the process, if you were able to follow today and you found it to be easy, the workshop is going to be easier. I've designed
Hmm.
it in a way that it is easier than what you did today. So it's going to be easy peasy process. It is a powerhouse. It's what I wanted you all to know, that all we need to know that it is a powerhouse. Learning is very easy. Following is super easy. Don't worry about words. Don't worry about anything else. The only one word that you're going to be learning in there is also going to be one word that you learned today.
Okay, good. That sounds good. Sounds easy, easy peasy, and so many benefits from it. And just starting off with 3 minutes. I mean, I think we all have 3 minutes that we can give to ourselves, right? To our goals, to our and maintaining our energy, as well as bringing in um, these divine frequencies and energies as well, right? To assist us as we move forward.
Absolutely. They come in from time to time. They come in to remind us, they come in to support us. That's that's how divine gets in our way and says that, hey, this is not your path. Like, let's go here.
Hmm. Awesome. Good. Any other last words of wisdom for us today before we go?
Absolutely. I want to inspire everyone who's sitting on the call. What you received today, it's like a key to a doorway. And on the other side is a lot of treasure. So please do not miss out on using this key over and over and over again, right? And you will realize that this treasure is never ending. And those of you who start seeing benefits, start feeling benefits, or did see some kind of benefits today, do not miss out on the workshop. It is a level up, it is a power up, it comes with an initiation and so much more, right? So you don't need to actually know the goddess, feel so connected, have any pictures, just follow these easy processes. That is going to change your life for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thank you. This was I always love it when you come on the show because I always these practical tools that you share with us that we can do, at home in our own time, simple, but are life changing. So thank you. And I know the workshop is going to be amazing as well. So much value. You always over deliver and over give in your workshop. So I know that people are going to receive so much during that workshop. So thank you. And thank you
Thank you.
everybody for being here today, for playing with us, for um, co-creating this powerful space with us, and just tuning into these energies, tapping into these energies. And it was so nice just to, those short processes that we did today. For me, they took me deep inside where I was like, oh, I don't want to open my eyes. It's like I don't want to come back. I want to just stay where I was. It was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. So thank you. I'll have the recording out in a little while. You can go back and watch and listen again. And then of course, see if you can work with Siddhii this Saturday, or the next batch will be on July 14th. Okay, so please do take advantage of this amazing workshop offer. Right. So thank you so much, Siddhii. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for creating the space for all of us on everyone's behalf. And from my team, my side, thank you so much.
Thank you. And so everyone have a great weekend. We will be back on Monday, so I will see you then. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.
See you.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.